Devin, what does it feel like to finally get rewarded after all this hard work and effort?
I mean, it feels good. I mean, we brought great energy. We didn't play great at all times, but we fought through. When they made a run, we didn't fold. Defensively, we made some mistakes, but we continued to work. When we got stops when we needed to, especially in that fourth quarter.
When did you realize, or when did you finally exhale and know that this was the game, this was important?
When I threw the ball to Book with 1.1 seconds left. But you can never, even with a minute left, and we still need to get stops, and you want to finish the game. I think this is the first game we played a full game, and obviously this is reaps the benefits of what can happen.
Did it feel like you had more offensive weapons out there? It felt like everybody was really contributing.
Well, we try to keep the floor open. They're a great team defensively. They try to keep it out of the paint. I struggled all night long, but guys, stretched the floor. Brooke was a man child inside. He gave us a great lift. Courtney was great coming off the screens and stretching the defense, and we just all locked in defensively. We got some hard fouls. Guys play with a lot of energy.
Courtney looked like he had a quick account. What was the difference for him today?
We played to his strengths. He got to go on early, running him off screens, in transition, getting him layups early on. He was aggressive, and he had the hot hand, so we fed him obviously off of Brooke, and he played more of his stature of game. Moving without the ball, getting open shots and finding his rhythm.
The play where you dove into the stands, that showed just how hard you guys wanted to win this game.
Definitely, it was a ball that we needed at that point in time. It's an important ball. It's a loose ball. We needed that, and I didn't expect to go that far, but it's something that we needed. Now I want to show how much we need this game and how important it was to us.
You guys feel a bit of a weight lifted?
I mean, we do. I mean, we've had so many close games that we've lost at the buzzer or the last couple of minutes, but it feels good to finally finish one. I think we're learning as a team. We're growing. Obviously, we're playing a little bit different style, so it's kind of new to all of us, but everybody's, it's full out. Everybody's giving it maximum effort.
How would you describe the style you guys played tonight as opposed to the last?
We want to push it. We don't have that many plays. We're just kind of basic right now, but we're keeping the floor space. We want to keep it open. We have guys who can drive, guys who can stretch the floor, but it's a fast break type offense.
Steven Jackson, it's couple three-pointers and ties. Is there any?
And make a bucket, come down the stretch and make a bucket.
Yeah,
really count.
It was definitely good to get that monkey off our back. We've been working hard. We've had some setbacks. We hadn't played well. We hadn't lived up to our own expectations. So it's good to get that first one. But now, here's the challenge. Do we come to practice focused tomorrow and get ready for New York the day after that?
This team has seen so many ups and downs, even just down the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter. When did you finally know this game was yours?
Well, when the scoreboard sounded. I've seen a lot of crazy things happen in this league, and you have to deserve to win. And tonight we played the full 48 minutes. We had no lapses. We had very few minimal mistakes. And, from an offensive standpoint, we still haven't implemented the new style of play that we're going to play. So once we get that implemented and get our defensive cadences together, I think we got a lot of room to grow.
Does it feel like the game's going to start to be fun again now?
Well, I always enjoy playing the game. The game is always fun. Just because you have adversity in the game doesn't mean you turn your back on it. So I'm a firm believer if you're good to the game, it'll be good to you. You practice hard, you work hard, you put the time in. Eventually it'll come back around, and I think we're doing just that.
How much do you guys look at this and appreciate it, but then know you got to build on it?
Well, like I said, before we brought it in, I said, hey, listen, enjoy this tonight. It's good to get that monkey off our back. But tomorrow, we got to come back to work. We got to put our hard hat on. We got to implement our defensive schemes, our new offense, get familiar with our new coaches, and get ready for New York the day after tomorrow.
How good did it feel to get back on the floor and contribute to the team?
I felt good. I think my contribution came more so from the sideline tonight, but nevertheless, it was a good feeling.
But after sitting on the sideline for the first month and watching the team lose, it had to feel good to be on.
Oh, absolutely. It felt great, and I can't wait till I'm all the way where I need to be, so I can really contribute to this team.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, we did let guys just do what they wanted to do, and that's a sign of toughness. So I'm very happy with that.
We'll say sometimes you must forget how to win when you haven't done it for so long. When the game gets tied in the fourth quarter there, did you ever have that fear that here we go again or anything with that nature?
No, you can't. That's a losing attitude, man. That's a loser's attitude. I've never thought about that. And the NBA guys are gonna hit tough shots and make runs. Steven Jackson hit 2 threes. He was open. Our breakdown. Now we have to respond. And we did a great job of responding tonight. I've seen a lot of guys who, they look like new guys out there, really. they look like new guys, so I have to introduce myself to these
When did you
these
know?
new guys.
When did you know it was going to be a different kind of night? Was there a certain point in the game where you could just kind of tell this is not the same team that's been driving around?
From practice. It looked like a totally different practice. And guys are holding each other accountable now. Sometimes, you know, a guy on the team will be not scared, but a little hesitant to, you know, confront another guy about a mistake. But, you know, in the practice, guys were confronting each other, holding each other accountable, and that's a sign of a winning team. When you get to hold another guy accountable, and they'll be fine with it.
Chris, I feel like you guys were feeding off each other as the game went on.
I was just, whoever the hot hand was, tonight it was Courtney and Brooke. The new Courtney, you know, that's the new Courtney now, and I'm just hoping that, you know, this is what it is, and I know what he's capable of. I've been waiting the whole year. He came out aggressive. He wasn't thinking. You know, he got his starting job back, and I was really happy to see it. You know, and that's what I was feeding off of. I was feeding off those two guys.
You guys were hugging at the end of the game. You don't see that a lot in NBA games. When was the last time you had that much joy, you know, when they're walking off the floor?
Man, you really, it's a feeling to just get this, you know. But I remember when a story when Kareem hit it was the first game of the year, and Kareem hit a hook shot to win the game, and Magic went crazy, and Kareem was like, hey, this is only the first game. So I was just trying to, you know, show some happiness, but realize that this is one game. This is one game. We have to move forward.
Were you surprised at the crowd? It seemed like the crowd was pretty into it, you know.
The crowd, yeah, they were. They were pretty into it. The Nets fans, they were into it tonight.
How do you guys make sure this is not just a one-game thing, that this is something that you can carry through and not divert?
It's a lot of, now with Keon back, Tony back, it's a couple dominant personalities in the locker room now. So it's going to be guys who are going to enforce different things and stay on each other, and we won't let that happen. We won't let this just be a, you know, oh, okay, we're fine, we won one. I'm saying we have to put something together now, you know, and try to get some consecutive wins, you know, start really playing. We really played tonight.
Chris, what will you tweet tonight?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to tweet tonight. Depends what time it is.
Involve a lot of exclamation points for other.
Yeah.
Kiki said before the game that he wanted to practice it to relieve the pressure and get you guys to enjoying this a little bit. Was that tough to do before you actually picked up the win, or were you able to actually sort of put the 18 games behind you before when you walked on the court tonight?
Honestly, it's really no way to put those games behind you, but we just tried to focus on this game. You know, we were really trying to emphasize a clean slate with Kiki and Dale. So that's what we were doing, and it really looked like it by the way we played out there.
Not to take anything away from Lawrence, but I mean, was there anything that Kiki did that kind of like loosened you guys up a little bit, or just changed things?
I don't know. I mean, guys really looked enthusiastic to play. Like, guys were enthused out there, and I don't know what it was, really. I don't know. But, you know, guys really looked like they were having fun. And I don't know if it was because, I don't know what it was for, really. But whatever it was, I'm happy that they were.
How happy are you that you don't have to answer questions about 0-18 or a long losing streak anymore?
I'm going to still have to answer questions about 1-18. So, you know, it's nothing. It's really nothing, you know. We got our win, but it's still going to be people, oh, you're 1-18, you know. So I'm just focused on these next couple games we have ahead of us, or really the next game.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.